Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
317. For one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty.
Understand? Sanskrit you can read?
Yes, Tvatma.
First English.
First English. For one who takes pleasure in the self.
Pleasure in the self. Now we have to understand what is self. Soul is the self, or my human body with senses is the self. If we think that this plastic body and my senses and my all thing is myself, then we have to clear it. Self means who move this body and my senses, that is the soul living in myself. Because this is my hand, means I am not a hand. This is my feet. I am not a feet. I am different than this. Self means who moves everything. That is myself. That self we have to know. This starts from who knows myself. Go on.
And whose human life is one of self-realization.
And what is self? Self-realization means to know this self is in the relation or not relation. Light, and you see the self is like a light and other light. They cannot make the relation without form. If you want relation, we need the form. Like I give example, Jesus makes the form of himself. What is the form? Son is the form. So he sees Father. If he has no his self form, how he is going to see his Father? Then he is seeing with self, only identifying the light of the self. He is looking only the super light, God. But he knows himself as a light only. Soul like a light form, not. He sees the self is the Son. And when he sees the self as a Son, then he sees the Father. That is the spiritual practice. When I move within myself to identify myself and develop the form of that is the realization of myself. What is my form and what way I have to relate with you.
And who is satisfied in the self only.
Yeah, satisfaction. Not close, then it will sound. Yes. Keep it on. Who is satisfied only. Who is satisfied only. When satisfaction is coming, when you have a loving relation, rasa, relation make you satisfied. That's in Gaudiya Vaishnava Manjari Sarup. Only those can satisfy who is living in the self and they are in satisfied with themselves. Satisfied. They don't want more than that. What is necessary more than this? If there is something necessary to do, then I don't have a taste in that self. And when this is happening, when I know myself that I am a living identity also. Form, I have a form. I want to be in love with the Krishna. I want to love with myself to my Somni. Then we satisfy. Because I can visualize, I can see myself, the form of myself, and I see the form of you, and we can make some talks, we can make some feelings, relations. That is knowing myself, satisfying myself. The most beautiful is the satisfaction of myself. Most satisfying.
And fully satiated means like a full drenched in it, Gurudev.
Drenched means?
Fixed and also like...
Full soaked like.
Yes, this is full of...
Satisfied and fully situated.
Satiated.
In that point, he has no other business.
Soaked, huh?
Choked in that, in that mood. Fixed. He is happy in that living. Only this is Sarup Avesh. Like a Jesus as Sarup Avesh, he is always saturated, he is fixed there. Right? Or not? He is a mad person or not? Why he is mad? Because he is so saturated, he is the fixed satisfied with his son consciousness. He only see his father. Whole creation he see only his father. Saturated. The Manjari also is saturated, only fixed in herself. And only he see Radhika. They have no other business. Because where he is saturated, because of that, why he want to do that, he is satisfied in that consciousness. To be happy with that. It's not Manjari Bhav. It's not identification of your soul and soul's form. You cannot saturate it, you cannot be satisfied without form. All Rasik is doing that way. All Rasik. Even the Prabhupada, he was saturated with only $6 money in America. He was happy with that $6. He never tried to earn money or collect money, no. He was happy. Singing Naam and Kirtan, others start collecting money for him. He never collect any money for himself. He no has business, he was saturated, he has no job. When they say we bring money, we want to do something, okay, make the one temple. What you will do this money? Put in the temple. Make this. More money we bring, okay, make another temple. Oh, I want to be president on that. Okay, become president of that. You want to do the service. But he has no other saturated, he was saturated. He has no job to do that. He went to America for creating the temple. He don't know what to do. He has no idea what has to happening. You want, you do. You want, you do. He was satisfied with it. Jesus was not interested to make any religion or any followers. They make only friends. He loves. He loved his mother, he loved his father, he loved his Maria Magdalena. He gave love to everyone. He don't bother other thing to create any mission for that. He was saturated. He has no business. You see, the Manjaris who developed this situation in his life, he is satisfied in his Sarup. Read this line. Again, full.
For one who takes pleasure in the self,
Pleasure in the self. Not in Krishna. First in self. If he will come, I will not know him. Bible says you cannot imagine God. How you will imagine? Because you have no relation. But if you have a relation, you can see face to face. So, read again this line.
for one who takes pleasure.
Pleasure means more deeper. Who is enjoying himself. He don't want to go out from that. He is satisfied. Pleasure. He get the pleasure.
Atma Rati.
Atma Rati. Rati means attachment, lusty desire. Who has a lusty desire to live in himself. That is Atma Rati. Rati is the thing. Sri Guru Charana Rati. Rati means lusty desire. When the lusty desire comes, then we go for the material enjoyment. That deepest Rati, that I cannot see anyone who is sitting nearby to me, I forget everything for one goal, that Atma Rati. Other things are no business for me. That's the Atma Rati. So then we make the pleasure in myself. We start moving in the relation and love. In my mood, in my relationship. Some has a son and father relation, he moves with that. Some has a friend relation, he moves with that. Some has a mother relation, he moves with that. That is Atma Rati. Lust you use for the material thing, and if you want to develop this lust in material, then you have to use in a spiritual thing. Then your material lust will go on. You will not interested in that. It's a secondary. Before was primary, it becomes secondary now. That is Atma Rati.
And whose human life is one of self-realization.
You read further or what?
For one who takes pleasure in the self,
Yeah.
and whose human life is one of self-realization, who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated. For him there is no duty.
This is the process of your Manjari Sarup, your spiritual form. You do, but you're not duty. Your lover take this duty from you, and you are situated there, so that this duty is their duty, not your duty. Because you are situated in him, in your Swami, then Krishna take care of you. Why? Because if he goes to see to his beloved, and he see there are many cats and dogs there, so he bring the biscuit also for the cats and dog to please her beloved. It happen or not? So we are the cats and dog of the Swami. So he bring the food also and he take care of everything. He organize everything. That he knows she not feel any inconvenient to do that service and he run for material thing. He arrange everything. Biscuit, bringing the biscuit means bringing everything comfortable in his life. All things are what is the needed arranging. His business. This is to please beloved, lovers do this. This is natural. So what is my duty now? We do something in the service of Swami, but we are only puppet. But the fingers moving someone others, in their guidance we do. We are not doer. So we have no duty. How they will make me to dance, I will dance. So this is the position in your spiritual identity. There is no duty. You are fully satisfied always to be with your lover. Why you fix your mind? Because he is your lover. And why I want to situate and self-satisfaction in myself? Because then I can exchange my love with this stage. Unconditional. If I have a conditional love, by effect of her, unconditional love, my life will also change. From condition, it will change in unconditional. Selflessness will come. Not for my benefit, only I will start looking for your service. That is the meaning of love. This is the bhav of Manjari Sarup in 3:17 of Bhagavad Gita. Right? The first sloka I show you. Oh, read this. Dharam Kshetre Kurukshetre. Dharam Kshetre Kurukshetre. There are two kshetra. Kshetra means field. One is a dharma kshetra and one is a kurukshetra. One is a battlefield and one is a dharma field. Now, two identification in this body. Dharam kshetra is my soul and the field of that soul. That is Dharam Kshetra. And Kurukshetra, when I do with my material body. Fighting in my material senses, material body, material mind, when they control us, that is the Kurukshetra. Right? Who is the guide? Who is the father of Kurukshetra, Kuru Vansas? He is a blind person.
Dhritarashtra.
He is a Dhritarashtra. He, by his ignorance, he become blind in the love of his sons. When the father become not teaching to the son, the father is a blind person. He is a Dhritarashtra. So he cannot see. So he is asking to the Sanjaya, what is happening? I know my brothers' sons, they are living in Dharam Kshetra. They are with Krishna. And my sons are living always in the Kurukshetra. They are battlefield. They are ignorant. What they are doing? So Jaiva Dharma, what is that? Dharamkshetra. Living in my soul consciousness is a Dharamkshetra. We cannot move in the kshetra, land of any spiritual dharma, pious activities, without living an identification of the soul is a Dharamkshetra. Right? Clear or not? First sloka start with this. First where you are situated. If you are in Kurukshetra, then no problem, you have to fight. And when you are in Dharamkshetra, then you are with Krishna. Pandavas with Krishna. Kim Kuruvat Sanjaya. Oh Sanjaya, what they are doing? Right or not? So start Bhagavad Gita where you are standing. Which kshetra you are living. Which field you are living. There are two fields in ourselves. One is Dharamkshetra, is the first field, and one is the Kurukshetra, is a battlefield. You have to fight if you want to be in Kurukshetra. Then after fighting, you will say, I will not kill anyone, they will die. Then Krishna say, are not, soul never dies. You cannot kill the soul. Then he brings to the consciousness of the soul because he is in Kurukshetra. He never identify himself that he is in the soul consciousness. Soul also exists there. So much time is taking to the Kaurava to understand, and to understand even to the Pandavas to understand you cannot going to kill. You are in Dharamkshetra. You are with me. Because our nature to forget this. So 370s reach 370. 70.
For one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated.
Self-realization is not small word. Self, you know the soul, and you realized with your soul sarup is self-realization. Soul realization, one point, and in the soul, you realize your form of the soul. That's a self-realized person.
And when it happens, Gurudev?
Yeah. Then?
We have to read the last paragraph. Fully satiated.
Yeah, fully fixed, one point.
Satisfied in the self only. Fully satiated. For him, there's no duty.
His duty is a different thing. Loving exchange is his duty. Externally you will not see he is in duty in his service. But what he is in service is also he not feel the duty. He do because of this circumstances inside life. In service, they feel the service. I am serving. I got this service. In my circumstances, I am in the service. My duty is over now. I have to do this, is my service. Inside service, when I come in body consciousness, also service. In Siddha Deha, spiritual body, I have to be always in service. And outside, when I come in my material body, Always I have to live in the service. My duty business is over. One is duty and one is service. By pressure, in loving exchange, is a service. And you have to do it is a duty, right? This is your responsibility that he has. And I took this responsibility because I want to serve you. That is different thing. This is my responsibility to serve. And somebody give, this is your duty to do it. No duty. All service. One stroke I want to say. Tesam satatuktana. Tesam
Satata yuktana.
satata means always fixed in you. In your sarup, is in your spiritual identity, tesam satat yuktana. In your sarupa wish, you are fixed all the time. Satat yukta. Nobody can bring you out from that mood. Nobody in the world is born to move out the father and son relation. No one. Son is so fixed with his father, no one born to move this. Tesam satat yuktana. No one born in this world to move from the manjaris, Rupa Manjari, out of Radhika. Satat. All time she has a one meditation. How is my Swamini? And Swamini has one meditation. Where is my Rupa? Where is my Rati? Who will help me now? They want to see all the time. They become shadow. Shadow you cannot take out. Can you show me to move the shadow from you? Satatiktana. Shadows are the satatiktas. Tesam satatiktana. Right?
Bhajatam priti purvakam.
Bhajatam means always I am mad with love with you. Madness. Priti means loving. One name of the love is a priti. When the love is exchanging, priti means loving exchange. I love and you also give me love. That is a priti. Bhajatam, I am chanting in the mood of exchange of loving. I do love to you and you give love to me. I feel it. Bhagavad Gita is telling, Bhajatam priti purvakam. Bhajatam priti purvakam. But when the priti purvakam bhajatam, when satat yuktana, when I become yours and you become mine, yukta. Yukta means I cannot leave you and you cannot leave me. I cannot live without you. That's a yuktana. Understand? Yukta. Priti. Purvakam. Is not a complicated. Purvakam means full of love. Purvakam, full of love. No corner, no place is the place to enter the other subject. Only Purvakam, fully Purvakam in the love with you.
And then comes Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam.
Then Buddhi Yoga. Then intelligence comes to us. How to be, in which situation, how to solve the problem. Means, you know duty because he is giving the Buddhi Yoga. You have no duty. Why? Because he takes a responsibility of to give ideas how to solve this problem. You are free, my dear. Problem is no problem when there is a solution. So, to solve the problem, you know the problem, there is no problem. So Dadati Buddhi Yoga, what he give the idea how to solve this problem. Then what is the problem? There is no problem. Problem not exist. The problem exists when I have no way to solve the problem. I don't know the way to solve the problem.
When you're part of the solution, you're not part of the problem.
No, because solution, he is the solution. My lover is my solution. He gives the idea how to solve this problem because I am always satat yuktanam. Always I am in the self-realization. I am self-satisfied. I identify myself and I don't want to lose for one moment to that. Read.
Yenamam upayanti te.
No, last line.
Dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayanti te.
That way they can come more near to me. What Prabhupada is writing in English.
Those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me.
This is the way. That understanding also coming from them with love, where you want to fix yourself. They will give you understanding how to be close. Is all inner realization. Then you check with the scripture, it workings like that. It is no different. And everybody knows that I introduced the page 4 and last paragraph of Bhagavad Gita.
No, Gurudev, not everybody.
Everybody. You know now? You don't know? She not know. And she don't know. My daughter not know. Yeah.
The last paragraph, Gurudev.
Last paragraph.
Because in this paragraph...
Small 4-5 lines.
Yeah, it's very short and it's very essential.
Straight. Straight.
The living entity.
Yes, but that was self-realization of living entity. But in case you become living entity,
just in case you have to take a birth.
You fix with your living entity, Prabhupada is telling also is a problem. You see, if you only know the living entity is a problem. Go on.
In his original position, the living entity, in his original position, is pure spirit.
Right? Clear or not? Clear? Pure spirit.
No?
Spirit of the God, we say, right? In the Bible also accept this, right? So pure spirit of the God. Go on.
He is just like an atomic particle of the Supreme Spirit.
Yeah, atomic part, right? So supreme nature is coming to this atomic part also, same nature.
Thus, Lord Krishna may be compared to the sun and the living entities to sunshine.
Shining. We are the some ray ray. We are the ray of that sun. Ray is coming here. One particle. You know? Yeah.
Because the living entities are the marginal energy of Krishna.
One problem. First problem. Marginal. Prabhupada is so kind. You don't understand. Living entity is also marginal. What means marginal? Ping pong. One ball, the ping pong player, they playing one time this side, one time this side, one time this side, one time this side. One time is spiritual side, 1 week, and 15 days material side, 10 days is material side, 5 days is spiritual side. Ping pong is a margin. This is going on, and we feel, oh, I am devotee, I change outside, but ping pong nature is going on. Yeah.
Because the living entities are the marginal energy of Krishna, they have a tendency to be in contact either with the material energy or with the spiritual energy.
You see, because the Krishna make this material energy or spiritual, they want to interested to see here and there, here and there. This is his creation, we like it, because Krishna like it. This is his nature, he likes also to play. He creates because he likes to do that. Why mother bring the toys and full the toys with the one room? Because he also want to make the baby a ping pong. He just first you play with the toys, you forget to me. If you will play with the toys, then you will forget me. Okay, you bring the toys. He give you toys in this body. Your eyes, your senses, they are all the toys gifted by the Krishna. You start playing with the toys. You are happy with that toys. Mother bring plastic toys and he give permanent toys to us. You can play and you forget. Ping pong. Yes.
In other words, the living entity is situated between the two energies of the Lord.
This is the nature of living entity. Go on.
And because he belongs to the superior energy of the Lord, he has a particle of independence.
Second problem. Oh my God. Our nature to be independent because of that also. Because Krishna is also nature very independent. And particle. Read this line again.
In other words, the living entity is situated between the two energies of the Lord. And because he belongs to the superior energy of the Lord, he has a particle of independence.
He is very independent. He is not only living in Vrindavan, he goes to Mathura, he goes to Dwaraka. He has so many lovers in Vrindavan. He is very independent. So our nature is also become independent because we get it from him. This is his mercy to me. Genetic power comes to me. Like a genetic. Marginal and independency. We don't want to take shelter of anyone because the nature of my genetic power comes here. Radhe. Prabhupada is writing. Go on.
By proper use of that independence, he comes under the direct order of Krishna.
Then, when we are independently jumping, and we come directly to Krishna, then he see that he wants more higher than this marginal and independency, and one more we miss.
Now this is the conclusion.
Conditional.
This was in the beginning, Gurudev.
Conditional. I forget to explain. We are conditional. So three nature is there. We are conditioned. So my soul is also conditioned. Living in the condition. What is the condition? My ego is my condition. I don't want to lose this independency, or I want to hold my condition. We are not unconditional. Conditioned because of my covering of condition. And independency, condition, and marginal three things. By knowing soul, you are not there. Clear with that. Then last one line. When he says seriously, we want to come out from this.
By proper use of that independence, he comes under the direct order of Krishna. And thus, he attains his normal condition in the pleasure-giving potency.
If we want normal condition, we need to take shelter of pleasure-giving potency. And who is pleasure-giving potency? That is Radhika, Alladini Shakti. This is the Prabhupada teaching. Pleasure-giving potency. I asked some devotee, he not understand what is the meaning of pleasure-giving. 30 years old devotee. He said, who give pleasure to Krishna is their pleasure. Service is the pleasure. I say, my dear, you don't read the things. Pleasure only give Radhika to Krishna. Unconditional pleasure. No condition. You want to come out from this condition, you have to go to the pleasure. Then Bhagavad Gita he writes, Dharma, sarv dharmana paritajya. Leave all religious activities. Where is this sloka? Take it. Leave all religious activities.
1866.
What religious activities will help you? Only to come me. Krishna says, if you want to come me, you have to practice religious activity. Then you have to walk 8 steps, then I will walk 16 steps for you. If you don't walk, I will not do anything for you. Then he said, no, more easy I make for you. Mam ekam, my one. Mam means my, ekam means one. Sharanam. Mam ekam sharanam. My one sharanam. Sharanam. My one sharan. Mam ekam sharanam braja. Braja. How you relate? But ekam means not my. My one. And who is my one of Krishna? That to research. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Bhagavad Gita, I show you. Many more, but no time was there. You not come to listen my class because you don't like my classes. I want to come at 10, nobody comes there. give more time. Evening also give 4:30 time. I'm fit now. I have to prepare to travel. I want to give 2-time classes. But nobody is ready to listen. Whole Europe. Because I have a very good sevaka here. And once I want to go, is my desire. I will come soon in 3 months. Maybe 6 months, 4 months. It depends. I have no any interest to make disciples or big ashram. It's very sufficient to manage this. It's what to do. Money is not business. Only business to show the right way. Why to make delay to understand the right way? Right way, go in right way. See the page 4. One writer will never write the right one word 2 times. Then he is a good writer. And Prabhupada write one word 22 times. What you will say to him? He is a good writer? In a writer, he is not good writer. But as a guru, he is the best guru. Because he don't bother of the writers and brother will bother, but he say, I will write on and on and on and on. When you want my effect to my disciple, their life will change. And what is that? Is relation. Check. Relation. Not devotion. Devotion not working without relation. How you can be devotee without relation? I go to America. You are my daughter. You care more than my daughter. Because devotion works in relationship. I never has to do anything in America and I start going Miami because you are not there. Because relation make you devotion. I want to make without relation devotion is impersonal. It will never make me clear. First relation, then devotion. Understand? Read. Yourself read. Anything, ask question. And there are 3 types of person. Jnani, Yogi and Bhakta. You are American. You have a very good English. What means? Jnani, Yogi and Bhakta. Yogi and Jnani is also Bhakta or separate? Somebody is Jnani, he is not Bhakta. Somebody lives in mountain, he is a Yogi, not Bhakta. Bhakta means he is in relation and loving exchange. In one relation, they are Bhakta. You and me, I exist for you and you are for me. That is Bhakti. You are there, so my existence is there, and I am there, so I see you only. Who will, without love, you can see face to face? Bhakti is with relation. Bhakti means relation. Radhe. Understand? There are 3 principles in our Gaudiya Siddhant, what Mahaprabhu gives. Sambandha, Avideha and Prayojan. What is the Prayojan? Prem is the Prayojan. And Prem means in relationship love is coming. Without relation there is no love. and he cannot be a rasik. Why they say Maria Magdalena is very close to Jesus? Why John come to ask to Maria Magdalena, you are the closest person of Jesus. Can you say what he say about sin? Why he is the closest? Because of her intense love, she was close with Jesus. Close. Closeness comes with your relation and love. Nobody can stop her by to look and see the Maria Magdalena to Jesus. Nobody can do this because she don't bother for other one. For looking to Jesus, he can fight with anyone. And I see from my eyes the picture. In the Last Supper, she was there. Because she is so much close in love with Jesus, he cannot say, no, you stay outside. It's only male work. He has no power, Jesus, because her love is so powerful, he cannot stop her. Love is powerful. Love has to generate in our life. Prem is the way to reach to see to the God. If we have a love and we fixed for developing the loving things, growing in life, then we understand. God will come and go, you will not recognize Him. Every day God is coming and going in the front of me. But we don't recognize because we have no eyes of love to see Him. So we need the eyes of love to see Him. Then you will see Him with love and that feeling. And many, they don't want to bother for seeing, he wants to only in loving. That is the Chaitanya. Why Chaitanya appear? To teach us, live in love and make the goal of love, but not bother for others. Krishna himself come in the Chaitanya to teach us. Take the shelter of love and make the goal of love. Before, no, I took the shelter of love. The goal was Krishna. And Krishna is teaching, no, take the shelter of love and keep the goal of love. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the first reason of his appearance. Goal is love, not God. He will come and play with you because you have a love. Love is the thing he likes. He cannot create only this. He creates everything. But he cannot create alone love. So he is a beggar of love. He takes shelter of love and his goal is love. See Chaitanya, understand Chaitanya. Wow, when I understand this, I say, all set. Chaitanya makes me all set. All vision is clear by his mercy. Only I want to read more and more Chaitanya Charitamrita. Wow! What a beautiful way he is showing us. Never happened before what he is giving to us. Easiest and soft way. Rasik. Always juicy. He make us juicy. You see, I talk with Jesus to you. Is any conflict with the rasa? Because rasik you can include. It's not religious. It's a juicy thing. Prabhupada writes, there are 5 varieties of juices. But juicy is juicy. Right? Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Ram. Jai Jai Shri Ram. Nitai Gaur Hari. life. Power. Jai Ho.
No, but he was here before. Nah.
That does not. Take any books, I will show you Ragam. There is nothing based on Vedanta. It is like a foundation. Vaidhi Bhakti is a foundation. Foundation. Like you have to make the foundation, any house you make, a strong foundation. But you cannot live in the foundation. You have to build the room to live there. And then what you do, you cover the foundation, nobody sees that. The foundation you make inside and cover it. Now you have to build the room on the foundation. And that is loving exchange. Then the rooms and flats become with good vibration. Relation become with the good feelings. Understand? This is the living room. The way of living will become sweeter and loving. Radhe Radhe Go